Hi there, so it's been a wee while since we've done a video for Facebook, but we've got one today with Moira, who is a Hedgehog Champion, so she's going to give us a bit of information on how we can encourage hedgehogs into our gardens, the benefits of that, and also what to do if you find an injured hedgehog in your garden.
Right, thanks Jamie. Well, the first thing you need to do if you want to get hedgehogs in your garden is make sure they can get in, and lots of us have got fences, and if you haven't got a gap at the size of a CD case, then they won't be able to get in and eat all the insects that otherwise would be causing you problems. So it's quite simple. If you've not got a gap just now, cut one the size of a CD case and you'll encourage hedgehogs into your garden, no problem.
So that sounds like a nice easy first suggestion then in that case. So just cutting a small hole in the bottom of your fence, or if you've got a hedge, then making sure there's space for a hedgehog to get through between you and your neighbour, is that right?
That's right, yeah, because they need to travel through various gardens every night to get food and mating opportunities and what have you, and nesting opportunities. So,
when you say about eating food, I know that hedgehogs are voracious eaters of slugs and snails, which I know are a pest in my garden.
Yep.
I'm right in saying then they're the gardener's friend.
They're the gardener's best friend. They'll eat all the creepy crawlies that otherwise would be eating all your plants and vegetables, so you want to encourage them into your garden. And what you don't want to do is use pesticides if you can avoid it, because that's very bad for them.
Okay. And then the next thing, I guess, this time of year in autumn, I guess it's a key time of year, isn't it, for them? What specifically at this time of year when you're tidying up the garden do you want to look out for?
Okay, you want to look out for them in piles of leaves or branches, because they crawl into centre, and if you're going to set fire to them or even just put them into landfill or into the refuse rather, then you make sure they aren't one hiding in the middle. Other things you can do for them is to put some food out for them, and I know that you have hedgehog food here. They'll also eat dry or wet cat or dog food, and that will help them fatten up for winter and hibernation.
So they do hibernate in our gardens over winter, don't they? They sleep in piles of leaves and things, but we have hedgehog houses as well, which can be a good alternative, somewhere safe for them to overwinter.
That's right. If they've got a hedgehog house, it's completely safe. Predators can't get at them. It provides them with shelter, and you can buy them. You can also have a bit of DIY, but the bought ones are actually very good, and so it's another way of looking after them.
Fantastic. It also, I guess, protects them, because if you know where they are, you don't hurt them accidentally. You were talking about trimmers and things at this time of year. I know I've been trimming my garden. We should all be checking, shouldn't we?
Exactly. A lot of hedgehogs can suffer injuries from trimming or mowing your grass, because during the day they sleep through long grass, maybe at the edges. So if you just have a quick check round, it only takes a minute or so, because there's nothing worse than getting a hedgehog in a rescue that's had some horrible injuries. They don't always recover from them, sadly. So just a quick check round, and also keep your garden tidy. Bits of litter, because they've got spines, they can't reverse out. So if they go into something, even a netting or what have you, they can't reverse out and they get trapped. And again, it's sad, because the numbers are so low, they can't afford to lose any.
So not necessarily the time of year for netting your garden, but if you were putting netting down, I think you said 30 centimetres is kind of the height to allow hedgehogs to pass underneath that. And it'll be in your benefit, won't it, because they'll eat the slugs in there.
Well, that's right, they really are. People say that there's a lot of problems with slugs. If you had a hedgehog in your garden, you wouldn't have any of these problems, so we really want to get them in. Other things you can do is just don't have your garden too tidy. A little sort of overgrown verge, it's a good place for them to snuffle around for insects as well. So these are all good things gardeners can do.
So to finish up then, this poster we have here for the 4th Hedgehog Hospital based locally in the south, I know you volunteer there. If people find a hedgehog in their garden, what should they be looking for, and who should they let know if there's an issue?
Okay, if a hedgehog is out through the day, then that's normally a sign there's something wrong with it, so it needs help. And what you should do is get it safe first of all, into a deep box, cardboard box, something like that. Keep it quiet, and then phone for help. You can phone the SPCA, or you can phone the Hedgehog Hospital. It's on Facebook, got all the details there, and they'll give you advice. They might suggest that you can bring it in, they might offer to come and get it for you. But the first thing is to get it safe, because even if there are something wrong with them, they might try and escape. So if you do that, then you're helping them get on the road to recovery, hopefully.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I think you were just going to tell us a little bit about Hedgehog Street before we finish up. Is that okay?
Okay, if you want to become a Hedgehog Champion, like me, it's completely voluntary, it's great fun, you get all sorts of interesting opportunities like this interview, and you know that you're helping hedgehogs. It's look for Hedgehog Street website, it will give you all the details how to do it, and the more Hedgehog Champions we've got, the more hedgehogs we'll have, hopefully.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. It's much appreciated. And if you want any more information, it'll be on our website, on our Facebook page as well. And we will have some flyers in store with 10 different things that you can do to encourage hedgehogs into your garden, including the ones we've talked about today. Thank you.